All right, what's good? What's cracking? What's popping? What's bueno? What's going on? It's Minkety Think, and we're playing Infamous Second Son in today's video. Now, of course, this game came out back in March 2014, but of course, I didn't have a next-gen console yet. I've only had a next-gen console for a month, so I'm I'm catching up on these next gen games, seeing what they're all about, seeing what the differences are from compared to last gen games anyway. And I just finished Infamous a couple days ago. I just started First Light too. I'm not done with First Light, but I am done with Second Son. I have beaten the plot already because in this video, the gameplay that you're watching, I'm just clearing out the cities. I'm just going through everything, trying to get the trophies. I'm trying to platinum this game, so yeah. But mainly, I want to talk about Infamous Second Son, the game itself. Because I remember when this game came out. I remember what I was hearing before this game came out. I remember what I was hearing when this game came out. And I remember hearing a lot of people's final opinions about the game. And I kind of want to talk about that because you see, the thing about this generation is that it's like we've become a majority of us gamers, we have become the biggest hypocrites since, like, I don't even know the last time something had such harsh critics. You know what I mean? You get what I mean. But we've been so harsh and critical on these games, which like I've said in my previous videos. I get that, it's next gen. I'm like that too. I'm very critical in these games. For example, Dying Light. I'm already judging the shit out of that game because I'm still very skeptical about that game. I don't think I'm gonna get that game. If I ever do get that game, I'm probably gonna get it when it's like $20. But yeah, we have these high expectations and such. We're very critical. We're looking for specific things. We're looking for what makes games feel like next gen. This is the mindset everybody had basically when this game, Infamous Second Son, came out. Now, I read the background info about it. Supposedly, Sucker Punch was really, they were really talking to Sony a lot because they started making this game when the PlayStation 4 wasn't even fully designed yet. So Sucker Punch is throwing out some ideas, and they're very associated with the designing of the PS4 hardware wise. Anyway, so I mean, honestly, I don't think some people wouldn't believe that right off the bat. Probably like, well, from the looks of this game doesn't look like it's taking total complete control of the hardware because this game is only 1080p 30 frames per second. Yes, this game is only 1080p 30 frames per second, but this game still looks good. It's still something that last gen can't handle. And you see, the thing about Second Son is that, first off, to state off my overall opinion of the game, I think this is a good game. I think it's a good, solid title. It's fun, and it's a PlayStation 4 exclusive of a signature franchise that we've had here on the PlayStation. And I don't know why people are being so harsh about it. I mean, it's not just the whole next gen aspect of it. It's also the fact too, because there is infamous. There have been Infamouses before this, of course. There's Infamous and there's Infamous 2, which is kind of totally a different scenario when it comes to plot and even some of the mechanics. A lot of people, first off, a lot of people were like, "Where's Colby Grath? Oh, why do we gotta have Delson Rowe? Who the fuck is Delson Rowe? He's not even a fucking good character." Like, okay, first of all, you need to calm down. Second of all, Delson's not the greatest character, but at the same time, Delson is not a bad character. He's not a flop character. Okay, I see where the flaws and the criticisms are for him, but the thing is, y'all are acting like y'all were acting like Delson was the worst character, like in a video game. I mean, really? Do I have to bring up flop games that have had horrible characters, horrible character development and acting. I don't think I have to. Inexcusable, irrelevant. But yeah, Delson's not that bad. I mean, everyone seems to like the other characters more, especially Fetch, and I like Fetch. Fetch is a funny character. She's got that heavy accent, which I can't imitate very well. It's very hard to imitate, actually. But yeah. So, because Delson was known as one of the biggest criticisms of the game, and I think people just need to cut some slack on Delson. I mean, at least he's an established character. You know, like what kind of character he is. You might like him, like I do, or you might not, like all these haters and the criticizers. But yeah, that's the truth about Delson. Second, the plot, because I heard some people, not everyone was satisfied with the plot. Now, when I was reading about the background of this, too, Rockstar said, not Rockstar, excuse that. Sucker Punch said that they wanted to kind of like, they said Second Son gives them kind of like the option to kind of start the infamous franchise in a new direction, which is made clear here. They've established that. It's really clear. I mean, I don't get it either, too, because it's like all these people are hating. Where's Cole? Where's da 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 da? But this game is called Infamous Second Son. Is this game called Infamous 3? No, I don't think so. Remember Infamous's 2 ending? What, Cole's just magically gonna come back? But getting back to the plot, it's not bad. I mean, it's not bad. It's not the greatest thing ever because yes, it has its predictable moments. But at the same time, towards the end, it was kind of like you kind of thought you knew what to expect towards the end, but it wasn't. I mean, this game, it's got a typical ending. Now, I haven't had an Evil Karma walkthrough yet, so I have not seen the Evil Karma ending. I've only seen the Good Karma ending because that's what I've had. So I'll see how that ending is when I do my second playthrough of this game. But yeah, overall, I mean, the plot, it wasn't bad at all, not at all, but it wasn't the greatest thing since sliced bread either. And I can see why people had such super super duper high expectations too, because this game is single player only. So I can understand that. But at the same time, I mean, you've seen the trailers for the game. You've seen the objective of this game. You see what the plot is. I mean, what were you expecting? This overcomplicated plot that like BioShock Infinite has? Were you expecting some type of interstellar plot here? Like, the hell's going on? You know what I mean? And I mean, that pretty much wraps up the plot. I mean, like I said, I thought it wasn't bad at all, but at the same time, it wasn't the greatest thing since sliced bread. But I think some people were just, I basically the whole point is, I think a lot of people were just giving this game unnecessary criticism. I mean, mainly what matters is the gameplay. You have a decent plot and you got some decent characters. I mean, the gameplay. That brings us into the gameplay. That's my next point. The gameplay, it's really fun. I've had really fun time with the gameplay. I'm like, man. But the biggest flaw when it comes to the gameplay, which I totally understand, and it's like the thing about all of my points is I totally understand why people are flying this, but at the same time, I think they're giving it unnecessary criticism, and that they're too harsh on it. They're just calling this game a flop. Like people think that, like some people think this game is like 6 out of 10 status, and I'm just like, you want to see, like, do you really want to see 6 out of 10 game? Like, gosh, if you want to see flop games, go play The Crew, go play Assassin's Creed Unity, go play that broken Master Chief Collection matchmaking. But yeah, I don't play trash games. I'm just kidding, but I really don't play trash games though. But yeah, I mean, the gameplay, yes, it's very fun in my opinion. Get it? In my opinion, All three words, they're all keywords in my opinion. Okay, this is very fun. You know, I mean, you can kind of tell where they copy and pasted some stuff with the powers and the mechanics, of course. But I mean, it's like mainly the flaw for this gameplay is that it gets repetitive, and it does a little bit. But I think this gameplay is fun, so it didn't really get repetitive. If anything in this game was repetitive, I would have to say it was the side missions, because you do the same exact side missions in every district. Which, I mean, there's pros and cons. Pros, you're getting really easy trophies. Cons, I mean, you kind of expect a little more of a challenge. And this was my first playthrough of the game, and I did play this on expert right off the bat. So I had the highest challenge possible for this game. But yeah, I mean, overall, in my opinion, this is a good game. I enjoy this game, in my opinion. In my opinion, this is the truth about Infamous Second Son. It's a good game. Yes, it's not the greatest thing since sliced bread, and it kind of has next gen experience features, like, you know, the spray painting when you gotta hold up the energy core on the DUP trucks, or when you gotta, gosh, what's another thing they've used in this game? That's all I can think of right now. I know there's one I'm missing, but yeah. Oh, the scanning the finger, but that's kind of irrelevant because that's only mandatory at one part of the game, so irrelevant. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what you use the little next gen stuff for. I mean, yeah, it's not like next gen, like, oh shit, this is next gen, but like, I mean, it's like, you know, it's trying. It's the effort. It's the thought that counts. But yeah, overall, this is a good game. This game just has a lot of unnecessary criticism, unwanted criticism. So that's kind of what makes some people look at it in a bad light, I guess you can say. And like, I remember too, around when this game came out. Like, it was a little after too it came out, and everyone was like, "Oh yeah, bro." He's like, "Infamous Second Son." Yeah, more like Infamous Second Snore. I was like, bruh. I mean, but I couldn't say anything back then because I hadn't played the game yet. I didn't even have next gen. But this video is about to wrap up. I'll be making another video soon. And yeah, catch you guys in the next video.